Hello and welcome to the news. You're on Magic Bricks now. I'm Krishna Kumar. Let's take a look at the top stories that we're tracking. Mega Magic Bricks now. Exclusive Union Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi tells us that the centre is working on a public national register for sex offenders. This comes after we've been relentlessly demanding for a public database. In Mumbai, another RTI activist attacked for questioning irregularities, this time in the redevelopment of Juhu society. The attack has been caught on camera as well. After Tamil Nadu's Makkal movement's success in Karnataka, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah mulls ordinance route for Kambala, the traditional buffalo racing sport. Shah Rukh Khan's Raees promotions turn fatal as a stampede at the Vadodara railway station kills one fan, critically injuring another. First up, Mega Magic Bricks now. Impact. Our relentless demand that the state and the police name and shame sex offenders has finally been heard. The Minister for Women and Child Development, Maneka Gandhi, has told Magic Bricks now that a database of sex offenders will soon be made public. My colleague Deepa Rana caught up with the Union Minister. Take a look at this conversation.
We've started now with an online national alliance, with a national alliance against pornography. So that should actually go some way. And then after that, we're asking for a national register on all sex offenders.
Ma'am, yeah, that database, when can we expect that database?
It depends on the Home Ministry, but we're pushing very hard for it.
In an exclusive to Magic Bricks now, the Minister of Women and Child Development, Ms. Maneka Gandhi, has told us that the ministry is working upon an online database of the charge-sheeted sexual offenders. This database is going to be made open for public through a citizen portal. Everyone will be able to find out about these sexual offenders online. Now, this has been a long-standing demand that we've been pushing the ministry for it as well. And also, the minister has told us that the Women and Child Ministry has sent a draft guidelines to the Ministry of Home Affairs, and soon we can expect a database of the convicted sexual offenders to become a reality.
In fact, for that big Magic Bricks now impact to take it forward, we're now being joined by lawyer and activist Pramila Nesargi. Pramila Nesargi, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the news on Magic Bricks. Now, talk to us. This public database of sex offenders is something that we here at Magic Bricks now have been campaigning for a very long time, and now it looks like it's set to become a reality.
I am extremely happy about it and I welcome it. You know, it was a long-standing demand from women also. Now that you are also doing some magic about it and it's coming true, and I'm extremely happy about it. See, it is not sufficient if it comes only in the portal and the online, because it must come to the public domain in all the village panchayats throughout the country. There must be a board which must be put up in the police, and then like in police department, you know, in the police station, they write the name of the offenders. Likewise, the sexual offender's name must be put up on all the village panchayats and the mandal panchayats, taluka panchayats and district panchayats. And that will go a long way, and people will come to know of it and they will shudder to do such things. Then one day, this is the first step. I am aware that Maneka Gandhi has done a good job and we welcome it, and all our women in the country also will welcome, and it will be a lesson for all those who are indulging in these nefarious activities, and they will be brought to the public domain. And if need be, it's not sufficient that just names are put up. It must also be put up how many years they have been convicted, whether they have undergone the conviction, whether they are under trials, and if they are attempt to do it, and if they have done so, how many punishment they will indulge in. You know, like in Delhi, we saw the 600 incidents have taken place at one person. Similarly, these persons may be habitual offenders. So that also must be known along with their photographs, stating that these are the persons who have indulged in these activities. That will go a long way in the country, and it will help all our women to stand and say that yes, here is our ministry which has done a good job, and also your channel which has been campaigning for it.
Pramila Nesargi, thank you so much for complimenting our channel. But the real magic is done by activists and lawyers like you who are on the ground fighting for women's safety, fighting for women's rights. But for now, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the news on Magic Bricks Now. To underline just why we need a national registry of sex offenders, here is another case. A 75-year-old NRI woman and her physically challenged daughter were dragged out of their car, molested and thrashed by a group of goons. The woman's daughter was stripped and molested before the mob looted their valuables and set their car on fire. The mob suspected that the old woman and her daughter were child lifters. 2 days after that horrific incident, the main accused finally did get arrested on Tuesday. The horrific incident took place near Asanpur village in Hugli's Balagar area in West Bengal. Now, an uneasy calm prevailed in the city of Chennai. Meanwhile, a day after violence erupted in response to the police's crackdown to disperse pro-Jallikattu protesters. Now, we have my colleague Kajal Iyer getting us this ground report. Take a look.
The number of protesters at Marina Beach has dwindled down, but the police is not taking any chances. In fact, here at the Marina Service Road is where the media and everyone else has been stopped. No one is being allowed to go near the protesters, but the police keeping a tight vigil on the entire area. Alongside this entire service road, we see policemen who have been deployed, and there are still about 150 to 100 protesters still at Marina Beach. We can see them still sitting there, and no one really knows what is the reason, because the core demand, which was of amending the PCA Act, has also been fulfilled in the bill that was tabled and made into an act yesterday in the assembly. But even so, the protesters are still there. Now they're saying that the protest is more about other issues concerning Tamil Nadu, be it the Kaveri issue, be it the issue of fishermen vis-a-vis Sri Lanka, and several other issues that are pertinent to the local population here, but the administration not taking any chances after what happened yesterday. They're not allowing the media, they're also not allowing anyone else to go near the protesters, not even any new protesters who want to join. And the people who are coming here also for morning walk, they're also being verified whether or not they are just residents out for a walk or whether they are miscreants trying to join these protests.
Now, alongside the success of the clamour for Jallikattu to be made legal, the clamour is growing for the revoking of the ban on Kambala in Karnataka. Kambala being the traditional buffalo racing sport which has been held in Karnataka for centuries. Karnataka's Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has pitched for the traditional annual buffalo race, saying that the government will bring in an ordinance like the state of Tamil Nadu to lift the ban if necessary.
Government stand on Kamala.
We are for Kamala.
We will celebrate it.
It is a
Traditional. Traditional.
pardon?
It's an old traditional game.
It is a traditional game. It has to be continued. We are for it.
Right. Will you bring in an ordinance, sir, in case necessary?
We will examine it. If necessary, we will do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Keeping it with the state of Karnataka, a Karnataka minister is in the income tax net. The income tax department has uncovered undisclosed income to the tune of 162 crore rupees cash worth 41 lakh rupees and 12.8 kilograms of gold and jewelry. Various bogus accounts and unexplained deposits in Benami names have also come to light after multiple raids which were conducted in Gokak, Belagavi and Bengaluru. According to the IT department, the person in question holds an important post in the Karnataka government and an office bearer of a political party. Now, after Bhupendra Veera, another RTI activist has paid the price for raising questions against the housing mafia in the Mumbai. 38-year-old Mohabbat Ali Ansari was attacked by two goons wielding a knife and a stick in the Juhu area of Mumbai. Ansari has been fighting against the irregularities in the proposed redevelopment of the Juhu Azad Nagar society and had filed a series of RTI queries regarding the same matter. However, all the letters written by him to the BMC and other civic authorities went unanswered. Shockingly, this is the third attack on Ansari in the past 1 month, but instead of giving protection, the police asked for money. My colleague Disha Shah gets us more details in this report. Listen in.
Another RTI activist named Mohabbat Ali Ansari was attacked in Mumbai. The reason just for raising his voice against the illegal encroachments and structures here in Juhu locality in Mumbai. And when we spoke to him, what he told us is that this, of course, has been happening with him for the past 5 years, ever since he has been filing RTI applications in the BMC and writing complaint letters to the SRA to demolish these illegal structures here in Juhu. Has been receiving multiple threat calls, and he had also approached the Juhu police station for protection, but the police failed to provide him or either his family any sort of protection. And this is what has happened to him. He was attacked by 5 local goons, and amongst the 5, one has already been arrested by the Juhu police station, and he is in the police custody at this point. And we spoke to the police officials. What he told us is that they are on a lookout for other 4 people involved in this matter, and they have also got hold of the CCTV footage. And coming back to this case, what the RTI activist also told us is that he has also filed a writ petition in the High Court, and the next hearing will take place on 16th Feb 2017. So we on our channel, we will continue to track this case. This is Disha Shah from Magic Bricks Now. How long have you been complaining with regards to this illegal structures, and what is the kind of response that you have got from all the government bodies?
It's almost 5 years now that I'm fighting for this illegal constructions and all. It's not the one for Bhupendra Veera. There are many other incidents also in Mumbai and in other parts of India.
What about this illegal structure in Juhu per se?
Yeah, there are many things which are very many irregularities in my building. You know, they haven't left the space which has to be kept in the side and all. Plus, there are 2 illegal floors constructed on the terrace, and plus nursing home is there, which was being allotted by the SRA, but they haven't built nursing home. Instead of that, they have built a big builder's office in the name of Aman Groups. Okay, and plus the Balwadi Welfare Center, which are the basic necessities for the tenants. You know, there are 125 tenants in that, and they are deprived from that. You know, chairman, what he had did, you know, he had constructed into 2 flats, and it is being allotted to different person. Means there is no Balwadi, no welfare centers, and other 3 terraces were also there. 3 terraces are there. On that 3 terraces also flats have been build up. You know.
What about the police security? Because we know for the fact that you had also asked police for security. So and just let us, tell us what the attack was all about. How were you attacked, and who are those goons?
I was coming from Azad Lane, you know, around 1 o'clock. So suddenly the car, a Baleno car, the number is MS02EE0799. Okay, suddenly it came from front. 3 people came out from that. One is having knife, and the other one is having watchman, you know, stick. The person behind me, he attacked me from the knife, which God saved me from that also. Then again, the person who is from front here, he blown the stick from front, you know, so that I can fall down. But then also I saved me. But once I get ahead, I lost my balance, and you know, they were running from behind me. As the speed of the bike was not so, they pushed me and I fell down on the pavement. They started attacking me with the legs, hands, and the knife. You know, I got a knife attack on 3. My ears was being slashed, okay, in half, and plus on this also I got the stitches here, and from behind on shoulder also I got the stitches.
What exactly the response you've been getting from the BMC? Because we know for the fact that you have written to the BMC, you have also asked for police protection, so what is the kind of response that you were getting?
They are least bothered about our life, you know, they are least bothered about RTI. They just think that they are just like a normal complainers, who are professional complainers and who are just getting money from the officers and all, you know. And police protections, they told that just go, you are filing RTI, you take your own protections, you can keep your private guards and all. And if you want police protection, then you have to pay 70,000 a month and all. Okay, I agree with them. It's not their fault also. How many people they will protect? They have other work also. Definitely I'll apply again for the protection, and plus I'll apply for the arms license also. So I have the right for my self protection.
एक बार पहले भी हो चुका है इन पे, जो अटैक हुआ था, तभी बहुत परेशान हो गई थी, रात भर सोई नहीं मैं। और फिर सेकंड टाइम जब फ़ोन आया तो मैं एकदम भागने लगी, जैसे हॉस्पिटल भागी कि उनको हुआ क्या है। डर ये है कि अभी सब आसपास के लोग जो बोल रहे हैं कि वापस से ये लोग अटैक कराएंगे, फिर से कराएंगे ये लोग, क्योंकि वो लोग बोलते हैं कि जो जूहू पुलिस स्टेशन है वो हमारे हाथ में है, ऐसा बोलते हैं वो लोग। तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? अब मेरे को तो रोज़, मैं तो कहाँ उनको अकेला कहाँ भेज ही नहीं रही हूँ मैं।
Shifting focus to a PR stunt gone wrong. Actor Shah Rukh Khan, who is campaigning for his upcoming film Raees, boarded a train from Mumbai to Delhi, which is an August Krantri Express. Shah Rukh Khan's fans thronged the Vadodara railway station en route to catch a glimpse of him, but soon things went out of control. Cops were forced to lathi charge fans, and one person also lost his life. But who is to be questioned? Did mismanagement lead to this tragedy? Now, after the person lost his life, actor Shah Rukh Khan has issued a statement. Shah Rukh has called the incident unfortunate.
It was supposed to be a fun and an exciting journey for Shah Rukh Khan, who was promoting Raees in the most unique way through a train journey from Mumbai to Delhi. But in a very unfortunate incident at Vadodara station, where thousands of SRK's fans had gathered to get a glimpse of him, unfortunately 3 persons were seriously injured and 1 person died. The situation turned into a stampede and police had to ultimately resort to a lathi charge.
Mr. Shah Rukh Khan or somebody else, they are all passengers and they buy their own tickets for traveling by a certain class along with their teams. And this is what exactly has happened in this case. Whenever we go in for permitting the coaches, etc., to be utilized for special shooting, there are different charges that are levied. So in this case, this was a normal traveling by a group of people. And we made necessary arrangements at Vadodara railway station in anticipation, as I have already told you, and we saw to it that the train moves smoothly from Vadodara railway station after its scheduled halt.
देख नहीं पाए, और वैसे भी हम बहुत दूर से आए हुए थे, गाजियाबाद से आए हुए थे, तो बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत की हमने देखने के लिए, लेकिन नहीं सर, नहीं देख पाए। यहाँ पे पुलिस की जो सिक्योरिटी थी उस कारण हम इस कारण भी नहीं देख पाए, लेकिन हम जितनी दूर से आए थे, हम सोचा मिलेंगे एसआर के सर से, पर हम मिल नहीं पाए।
बड़ौदा के बारे में तो मैं कमेंट नहीं कर सकता कि मैं वहाँ नहीं था, लेकिन जहाँ इस तरह के जो जैसे वीआईपी विजिट हो या सेलिब्रिटी का विजिट हो, तो हम लोग सफिशिएंट फोर्स रखते हैं, एडवांस में प्लानिंग करते हैं, कॉर्डन कर देते हैं, और जो भी जैसे हम लोगों ने वीआईपी गेट से निकाला उसको दूसरे गेट से, इस तरह के मेजर्स लेते हैं।
वडोदरा में एक आदमी की मृत्यु हो गई, ये सरासर गलत है, क्योंकि रेलवे एक्ट के तहत अगर कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी पे न्यूसेंस करता है तो उसमें 6 महीने की सजा का प्रावधान है। यही नहीं, आईपीसी के 336 के तहत भी अगर कोई न्यूसेंस करता है जिससे कि लाइफ एंडेंजर होती है, जिससे कि किसी को चोट लग सकती है, वो भी एक गुनाह है। मुंबई पुलिस को इसमें तुरंत, मुंबई या गुजरात पुलिस को इसमें तुरंत स्टॉपेज की इनको नोटिस देनी चाहिए। 149 ऑफ द सीआरपीसी के तहत गुजरात पुलिस को, रेलवेज को पहले नोटिस देना चाहिए कि वो ये जो परमिशन दी है वो गलत दी है।
बोगी के पास पहुंचे ही थे और पुलिस ने पीछे से अपने लाठी चार्ज किया, दोनों साइड से लाठी चार्ज किया पब्लिक के ऊपर, और पब्लिक दोनों साइड से दौड़ने पे लगी, और उस दरमियान में दोनों साइड से ऐसे दौड़ी ने पब्लिक, उसके अंदर ये सैंडविच की तरह हो गए और नीचे गिर गए वो, और उसके ऊपर से फिर पब्लिक दौड़ के गई है। और पुलिस को बोला तो पुलिस ने ध्यान नहीं दिया, पुलिस ऊपर से हम लोग को हटा रही थी। पुलिस ने अगर सपोर्ट किया होता, उसी टाइम ध्यान दिया होता हमारी बात पे, और वो इंसान को देखा होता तो उठा लिया होता, तो ये हादसा नहीं होता।
Away from all of that, the Union Budget 2017 is just around the corner and the government has several expectations to live up to. The biggest expectation could perhaps come from the salaried class who largely supported the government during demonetization and pinned their hopes on change. Now here's a list of things that taxpayers like you and I could expect from this year's budget in our special report. Take a look.
आठ नवंबर 2016 की रात्रि को 12 बजे से वर्तमान में जारी 500 रुपए और 1000 रुपए के करेंसी नोट लीगल टेंडर नहीं रहेंगे।
Demonetization. Government's note ban that called India's working class to put up with short-term pain. Pain that most Indians endured with the hope of a better tomorrow. Now that the 50 days of demonetization is behind us, India's salaried class has high expectations that the upcoming budget will turn that pain into tax gain.
I am a salaried person. Okay, so as a salaried person, they should focus on what is our tax bucket. That they should change. For the tax recession, that should be beneficial to the education loan as well as the home loan, the different purpose and all.
While FM Jaitley has hinted at lowering tax burden on individual taxpayers, the most common expectation is realignment of tax slabs post-demonetization. Experts believe the current 2.5 lakh rupee per annum basic exemption limit will be increased.
I think it is obvious for the government to enhance the exemption limit, and my expectation would be it would be around between 3.5 to 4.
The salaried Indian has very few options available as deductions to reduce their tax burden. Experts believe that the limits on these deductions are too low and completely outdated.
If the government wants to encourage investments into the pension scheme, there is no parity today between the pension scheme investment and the investment in PF. They might bring about some parity on that to encourage people to do it.
With the government's self-set deadline of housing for all by 2020 just 3 years away, the real estate industry that has been at the receiving end of government policy lately is hoping that there is enough encouragement for the housing sector in the budget.
Interest deductions for self-occupied property, which is being currently at 2 lakh. I think that should increase substantially, and it should increase to 3.5, somewhere around there.
While citizens hope this union budget will bring in some relief to their pockets, the industry believes the government will try and play it safe, meaning that it would take at least a year for the note ban's pain to translate into tax gain. Amita Balachandra for Magic Bricks Now.
महंगाई तो इतना बढ़ गया है, हम गरीब लोग का मरण हो गया है, तो महंगाई कम होना चाहिए, यही हम लोग का ही है, सर कुछ नहीं है।
Railway budget is getting merged with the main budget, so I think that could cause negativity for the railway part of the budget. I think railway budget should be kept separate only.
And with that, it's a wrap here on this edition of the News on Magic Bricks Now. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.